But I think all of that is going into it with the knowledge that I can play all the SEO games I want. And yet, if I'm a Black woman, the chances of those things working for me are not the same as those chances of those things working for a white woman, or most certainly for a white man, right? So the more marginalized identities you hold and the more your content most especially speaks to those things, the less likely that all those tricks and tips they're trying to sell you are going to work for you. It doesn't mean that we can't do the things. Again, like mindset, I think there are always things, whatever levers you have ability to pull the levers. But I think always know, is this lever actually made for me? Am I pulling the same lever as someone else, right? No, because you and I pulling that same lever, Amelia, is going to have a very different result than like Stephanie, who's in the room pulling that lever, a Black woman. It's just not going to be the same. And to not be honest about that is harmful. And I think we need to be honest with ourselves about it too, because what ends up happening, going back to kind of mindset and the way these things play together, is when someone who holds marginalized identities is trying to speak to people with marginalized identities, most especially if they're trying to speak about issues very pertinent to people with marginalized identities, they go and spend money on learning how to build all, you get all the SEO tricks, and then it doesn't work for them. And what ends up happening is they internalize that as something that's wrong with them.